Good morning, student. In this experiment number 7, we understand the operation of dynamic voltage restorer. In short, we call as a DVR. So we already learned this DVR in the first chapter, power quality. So here we make the practical of this DVR. In this practical, we understand that how this DVR inject or absorb the voltage from the system to maintain the constant voltage across the load. So here we have the kit of DVR from National Infotech NITech company. So there are number of simulation, number of practical possible in this kit. But for this subject, we understand the second number practical. Observe the effect of voltage variation on performance of the DVR. So in this practical, we vary the supply voltage, and based on that, the output voltage changes, but because of connection of the DVR in series with the line at the load side, the DVR maintain the constant voltage across the load. So that we have understand in the practical. So first of all, what is the DVR? So as we know that the DVR is a device that detect the unbalanced voltage condition like sag or swell at the load bus. So based on the sag or swell condition, the DVR inject or absorb the voltage in series with the line and maintain the load voltage near to the constant value or the rated value. So by this way the DVR performs. So here this is a single line diagram of the DVR. You can see that this is a transmission line, and here this is sensitive loads. This is a distribution line. So here DVR is nothing but a one type of converter with storage. If storage is not possible, then we can also provide the single phase supply and then apply to this rectifier and then convert to DC and store this DC into the battery. So by this way you can provide the energy storage DC supply to the converter. So converter is nothing but a voltage source inverter. So that convert this DC into AC and that inject the voltage in series with the line through the series transformer and maintain the voltage at the sensitive load near to the rated value. So there is no effect of low voltage or high voltage that affects your sensitive load. So it means your sensitive loads affects normal condition in voltage sag or voltage swell conditions. So by this way this DVR is operated. So here the features of the DVR of this kit is, this is a single phase kit and 220 volt 5 ampere rated, upper voltage level protection and lower voltage cutoff protection that is provided at 185 and 255. So if the voltage level goes below the 185, then it is provided the protection. So automatically MCB trip at voltage below 185. If the voltage goes above 255, then again the MCB will trip. So in this kit, the protection is provided at upper and lower voltage level, as well as overcurrent protection is provided above 6.5 ampere loading. So in this practical, we use the load of 2 ampere and 4 ampere maximum at a different voltage level. And this control circuit test points are available in this kit. It means we can measure the different parameter like input voltage, output voltage, injected voltage. And with this kit works directly on a single phase variable source. So you can directly connect the single phase source through the variac and vary the input voltage. And based on that, the DVR inject or absorb the voltage. Here in this kit, we have isolated observation of injected voltage, load voltage and load current waveform. Firing circuit and power circuit are in the same kit with the proper isolation that is provided. And many more practicals are available, but in this practical we understand the operation of DVR with the variation of the source voltage. So as we know, as the source voltage vary, the load voltage will also vary, but because of the connection of DVR, they maintain the constant voltage across the load. So here we understand the operation of the DVR by the single line diagram also. You can see here, this is a grid, is a generator, generate the voltage UG. Here in series we connect the DVR which inject the voltage U inject, and at the load side voltage is UL. So with the vector diagram you can understand that. You can see here this is a vector of generated voltage UG, and by injection of U injected by using the DVR, you can see that this vector we can maintain the load voltage UL at the rated value. So by this way you can understand the operation. There are different topology of converters we can use in the DVR. As you know, in the DVR we can use the voltage source inverter. So there are different type of the voltage source inverter. We already learned the half bridge and full bridge inverter in the 6th semester. Then third type of category is the multi-level topology. So as we already discussed in the fax device STATCOM, we use the voltage source inverter. We use the multi-level inverter topology to generate the output voltage near to the sine wave. So there are three different configuration: half bridge, full bridge, and multi-level topology. So this is a multi-level topology. Then control circuit of the DVR. So there are two types of control is possible in the DVR. One is the scalar control and in the vector control. So what is the difference between two control? So in the scalar control, it means that we control the only magnitude of the voltage. So we control the injected voltage only, not the phase. So you can see here we have the voltage measure value at the load side. So RMS value of the load side voltage is detected, and this is a reference value. So based on the difference, they generate the injected voltage and generate the pulse width modulation signal or gate pulses for the thyristor, so that they generate the required amount of the voltage and we get the constant voltage at the load side. So here in the scalar control, we control the only magnitude of the injected voltage, where in the vector control method, this is a vector control method. In this method, we can control both the magnitude as well as phase of the injected voltage. So with the vector control, both the magnitude and phase of the injected voltage is controlled. So this is a block diagram of the vector control. So here you can see that this is a VA, VB, UA, UB. You see that is a three-phase voltage. That three-phase supply voltage is converted into the alpha beta reference frame, and that is synchronized with the PLL block with the system. And after this U alpha beta voltage, that is converted into DQ reference frame, and then after this U DQ voltage is subtracted from the load voltage. So whatever the difference between the load voltage and system voltage, they generate the difference, which is injected voltage in series with the line. This injected voltage may be positive or negative, that depending upon the sag or swell condition. So if your load voltage becomes lower than the power system voltage, so it means that we need to inject the positive voltage to maintain the constant voltage. Exactly opposite, if load voltage more than the source voltage, so at that time we need to absorb the voltage from the system. So at that time injected voltage becomes negative. So here the DQ component of the injected voltage is applied again to the DQ to alpha beta converters. So that convert the injected voltage into alpha beta reference frame, and then again this injected voltage converted from alpha beta to ABC reference frame theory. So I'm not going into detail about what is this alpha beta reference frame and DQ reference frame theory, because that is a deep theory about this alpha beta reference frame and DQ reference frame. But just you understand that by this way, this control circuit of the DVR works and provide the compensation at the voltage level at the load side. So at the trainer kit, this is the configuration which already we discussed: 220 volt 5 ampere operated. You can see the pictorial view of this DVR. So here you can see that we have input voltage which can vary from 185 to 255 voltage, and this is act as a transmission line, single phase transmission line. This is a positive and this is a neutral terminal. And here you can see that by using the series transformer, we inject the voltage in series with the line through this DVR. So the DVR is nothing but here this is a combination of voltage source rectifier and voltage source inverter. If you have a DC supply, then there is no requirement of the rectifier. You just connect the battery at the input side of this inverter, and based on the control circuit of the DVR, we generate the firing pulses for all the switches, and based on that generate the output voltage and inject it in series with the line. But if you not have any DC voltage source, then you can provide the rectifier. So from the source you can get the supply for this rectifier. So first convert this AC into DC, they store here into the battery, and then again convert DC to AC and then inject into the line through this transformer. So you can see that before the injection of this voltage, the filter is provided, because the output voltage of this inverter is not a pure sine wave, so that to filter out the first harmonics from the output voltage of the inverter, and then after inject in series with the line. So that's why sometimes we use the multi-level inverter so that we can reduce the size of the filter. So in the large size of the DVR, which we use in the three-phase circuit, we generally provided the multi-level inverters so that we can reduce the size of the filter, because by using the multi-level inverter we can get the output voltage near to the sine wave. So we require the small size of the filter to reduce the harmonics. So let's understand this operation. First we understand this kit. Here this is a single phase supply, this is a rectifier, inverter, and this is the output terminal where load is connected, and this is a test points where you measure the gate pulses of all these 8 switches. This G11 to G41, that is the gate pulse for all these switches of rectifier. Then G12 to G42, that is the all gate pulse for all the switches of this voltage source inverters. Then you can also measure the injected voltage, input voltage, which is supplied from here. Then you can also measure the output voltage across the load here from these test points. Same way you can also measure the injected voltage, which is injected by the DVR here in series with the line. Same way you can also measure the output current. So for measuring the output current, here inbuilt CT is provided. So the output current you can also display here in this control display. So you can measure this current, input voltage, output voltage also from the display itself. But if you require to measure the waveform in the DSO or oscilloscope, then you can connect your terminal here to measure the input voltage, output voltage, injected voltage and output with the DSO. So you can measure the waveform also. And from here, this point P1 and N1, that is the output terminal. So from this point you can connect the load. So in this practical, first we understand how this DVR works and how they inject the voltage. So in this practical we understand how this DVR provide the response to the effect of voltage variation at the supply side. So here at the supply side we first vary the voltage. First we set the voltage to the 190 degree. So first in this practical we understand the effect of supply voltage variation on the performance of the DVR. So based on the variation of the supply voltage, how this DVR performs, like injection or absorption of the voltage. So you can see here, we take the two observation for the first source voltage. So we first set the source voltage to the 190. So here by using the variac we can vary the voltage between 185 to 255. So first we set the voltage to 190 voltage by using the variac. So at that point we set the load current. We provide the load of 2 ampere and we get the output voltage near to this 218 volt. So it means that the difference between output voltage, load voltage and supply voltage, that is 28. It means this 28 volt that is injected by this DVR. So then and then you can maintain the voltage that is near to the 220. Here 220 is the rated voltage across the load. So by using the DVR, even if the supply voltage is less than the rated voltage at the output side, the DVR maintain the constant voltage. Same way with the increase of the load from 2 ampere to 4 ampere with the same supply voltage 190, again the DVR maintain the load voltage 220. So it means in this case the DVR injects almost 30 volt in series with the line and maintain the constant voltage 220. Exactly opposite case we have taken here. So here we increase the supply voltage level more than the rated output voltage. So here we set the supply voltage 240 volt and set the load of 2 ampere. But you can see that here the load side we get the output voltage again near to the 220. But precise, here we get the in the kit 220 volt. So 222 volt. So it means that in this case here they inject the minus 80 volt. It means that they absorb the voltage from the system to maintain the voltage near to this rated value 220 volt. Same way we increase the load from 2 to 4 ampere. Again they maintain the voltage near to the 220 volt and they inject the 20 volts. So by any voltage variation in the supply side, the load voltage is remain constant near to the 220 volt by injection or absorption of the voltage from the system for any load condition. So by this way, this DVR dynamically provide the compensation and maintain the constant voltage across the load. So generally we use this type of DVR for the distribution line to provide the voltage compensation or to provide the voltage regulation at the highly loaded bus. So I hope you understand this operation of the DVR. Now next we understand the actual practical of the DVR and we see this result of practical. So you can clearly understand that how this DVR will perform. After performing this experiment, write down the conclusion here in your own words. So what is your observation regarding the DVR performance? So write down this conclusion in your words and submit to me before the deadline. Good morning, student. In this experiment, we understand the operation of dynamic voltage restorer. So here this is a single phase transmission line. We have single phase 230 volt 50 hertz supply, and here in the transmission line we connect the DVR in series through this series injected transformer. So here in this practical our aim is to maintain the constant voltage across the load near to the 220 volts. So here in this experiment we vary the supply voltage and observe that how this DVR inject or absorb the reactive power or inject or absorb the voltage so that they maintain the voltage at the load bus near to this 220 volt. So here we first set this supply voltage to the 190 volt. You can see here set this, here we set this input voltage, you can see 190 volt, and for that you can see the output voltage is maintained at 220 volt. So it means that in this case the DVR injects the nearly around 28 or 30 volts by this series injected transformers. So in this case the DVR inject the voltage in series with the line. Now exactly opposite condition, if we increase the voltage more than 220 volt, so here by using the variac, here we increase the input voltage more than 220 volt. So suppose here I set the input voltage to 40. So you can see that for input voltage 240, still I get the output voltage nearly 220 volt. So in this case, this DVR absorb the 20 volt from the system. So by this way, this DVR maintain the constant voltage across the load terminal. So here, this is a function of DVR that based on the requirement of the voltage at the load side, they inject or absorb the reactive power or inject or absorb the voltage from the system. So during the injection of this voltage, this rectifier has a supply 230 volt that rectified and convert AC to DC, and this DC voltage again converted to AC through this voltage source inverter and inject the required amount of the voltage in series with the line to maintain the 220 volt across the load. So here to turn on and turn off this thyristor, we have control circuit of the DVR. So this control circuit of the DVR generate the firing pulses for all these 8 switches in such a way that they generate or absorb the required amount of the voltage from the system and maintain the constant voltage 220 across the load. So I hope you understand this operation of the dynamic voltage restorer. So you can see here in this practical, we first set the voltage to 190 degree and we set here the load of 4 ampere, and in this case we maintain the voltage nearly 220. Here it is a 260, but there is nearly 220. So it means that they inject the voltage around 25 to 30 volt. With the same case, with the increase of the voltage to 240 volt with the 4 ampere load, still that gives us 220 volt across the load. So in this case they absorb the 20 volt from the system and maintain the constant voltage across the load. So now same way here we increase the load from 2 ampere to 4 ampere, and doing the same procedure
at source voltage 190 and 240. So here you can see that here our load is 2 ampere. We decrease the load from 4 ampere to 2 ampere, and we have set the input voltage 190, and still that gives a 220 volt. So here with the increase or decrease of the load condition, this DVR maintain the constant voltage across the load. Now in this case, here we increase the voltage above the rated value of the output voltage. So here we set the input voltage to 240 volt, and still they give the output voltage near to the 220 for the load of 2 ampere. So in both the cases, 4 ampere load for lower voltage or higher voltage condition, your DVR maintain the output voltage constant across the load condition, which is 20 volt. So